What's up, y'all? It is Earl Jones, the host of the Earl Jones Show. And on this show, we talk about life, we talk about insurance, and we also have guests on the show. And so, yeah, I got asked a question. We should call it Ask Earl. That's what we should probably start calling this show, is Ask Earl. I got asked a question. How do you forgive a cheater? Oh my God, like what did I get myself into when I got asked this question? But before we get into the answer that I gave, let's ask you this question. What are you grateful for? What can you give thanks for right now in the name of whatever God, deity, spirituality you believe in? For me, I'm going to be honest, just the fact that I'm 6 feet above ground, sometimes that's all I can just give thanks for, because, being an entrepreneur and learning new ways of thinking and being and doing new things, yeah. So this week, just this moment right now, I'm giving thanks to the God that I believe in, that I am 6 feet above ground, that it is an opportunity for me to continue to create on what I started or to build something new. So we're gonna give thanks. But let's get into the question. How do you forgive a cheater? Now, when this person asked me this question, at first I was like, I'm not answering that because that's personal. But then I thought to myself, no, the reality of the situation is that a lot of us, we've all been cheated on. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, whether you're trans, whether you're gay, pansexual, asexual, no sexual, bisexual, transsexual, whatever definition of sexual or sexual orientation you are, right, or gravitate towards, you have experienced cheating. And, right, like, it's happened to me, and, it hurt. Oh, it hurt. I was like, yeah, it hurt. And yeah. And so when because I got the phone call from not one person, not two people, several people going, so and here's out in these streets. Didn't y'all say that y'all got back together? Now I'm talking in code because this person might watch the video, right? And, just talking in code, so just talking in code. And I don't want anybody to be like, well, Earl, well, you know what, frankly, damn it, hell. I put the business out on the street because it's my business. And there's a story to be told in this. See, here's the thing. When you get cheated on, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, that shit hurts. That's number one, right? And number two, we all kind of go through this thing of thinking that it's our fault, that we've done something to earn or deserve or the cheating, right? That we're not having enough sex with this person, or the sex is bad, or we don't like that person's mother, or whatever the BS excuse that they throw at you when you've caught them cheating. There's a part of us that kind of feels like that because society has taught us that if something bad happens to you, obviously you've done something to bring that to you. Isn't that not what you were taught as a child? Well-meaning people, right? And I'm like, So the best way to forgive a cheater, honey, is to start with forgiving yourself. Because let me tell you, it is the path to get your power and your voice back. It's the only path that we truly, honestly have to begin to break up the social conditioning that we've all experienced and that we've all seen or heard or shared, or heck, half the time, how many of us were kids where we heard about our aunts or our uncles getting cheated on? And we saw how they reacted and how they dealt with it. I'm just saying. I mean, wasn't there a movie called I'm trying to think what was the name of the movie. I was confused now with the burning bed with was that Farrah Fawcett, and she set that man on fire? But that was abuse. Was he also cheating? I think he was. I don't remember. But I remember that movie, The Burning Bed. Yes, I do. But, and I do not tolerate, men abusing women. None whatsoever. Zilcho, nada. Mm-mm. If you're going, don't get me started. That's a different video. But as I was saying, forgiveness of yourself. Forgive yourself. That is the first place to start. Like I said, it's the path. It's the road to getting your voice back and your power, right? Because you cannot extend forgiveness to the person who cheated on you unless you have it within yourself. which means that you have to give it to yourself. And why are you giving it to yourself? Because you do not need to be at the mercy of somebody who's already Julius Caesared you, right? Stabbed you in the back. Isn't that what cheating is? Stabbing you in the back, right? Some folks like to pretend like it's, well, whatever. And it's a huge violation of trust. But we internalize that. No matter who we are, we internalize it. We internalize it. We honestly buy into that BS that we've done something wrong. When in reality, all you did was just do the best that you can in the circumstances that you were in, right? And when I forgave that person who cheated on me, I was like, you know what? Okay, great. Then I felt empowered to choose how I was going to respond. Now, when I got those phone calls, I was upset for a few minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I went through the whole cycle and was just truly like going, you've got to be joking. I felt like I was a fool. I felt like all my friends had told me, don't mess with this person. I went through everything emotionally in like about 7 to 10 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes, somewhere around there. I didn't stay in that long because I was like, Earl, forgive yourself. And I'm not like talking about just saying, oh, I forgive myself and magically it disappeared. No, it was like I really got present to forgiveness and recognizing that I can be responsible for how I respond. I can be responsible for how I respond. I can be responsible for my emotional reactions. Doesn't take away what that person did. Doesn't take away from the fact it hurts. Doesn't take away the sting of any of that at all. But we all know that when you fall down and you get a boo-boo and mama kisses it, it feels so much better. That's what forgiveness is, folks. That's what it does. It makes you feel so much better, so much lighter. So when I had that tough conversation with that person, it was from a place of empowerment that I had that conversation. Didn't make that person wrong, didn't attack that person, didn't call that person names. Now, did I think about wanting to drive past their house in a pink Ford Focus with a 10-pound bag of Skittles and tell them to taste the rainbow? I did, but I did not do it. I handled it with grace and class. That only comes when you have your power and your voice. So forgive yourself first. Once you forgive yourself first, then move on to deal with however you're going to deal with that situation, however you're going to deal with it. Ain't no point being mad at the person they cheat on you with. They just, caught up in the mess just like we were. Ain't no point. As a matter of fact, because of my connections, I knew who the person was. So when I saw that person at the club, I was like, so tell me about your date with so-and-so, so-and-so. Oh, y'all don't know. And then I said, well, did they tell you that they was in a relationship with me? He said, nope. I said, oh, well, praise Jesus. Cheers. And then all the other pieces came out. But see, I couldn't have that conversation with that individual if I had not forgiven myself, right? I couldn't come from a place of like, how did it go? Like, what's up, right? I couldn't do that. And then I will confess I did feel a little bad after, but I was like, forgive myself. What do I need to feel bad about? I'm not the one that said, hey, let's be exclusive, and then turn around and did something else. It wasn't me. And, and then I went through that, like, place the blame and the whole 9 yards. I was like, let all that stuff go. Move on with your life. Hold your head up. Be proud. Realize that, Earl, you are enough. And damn it, you look good. Facial hair or no facial hair. Anybody that you're dating or getting to know, it's a blessing for all parties involved because you're exploring a different life. They're exploring a different life. And if it works out, great. But all that came from starting with forgiving myself first. And that's what I did. And then I let go. That's the third thing I did. I forgive, got my voice and my power. And third, I let go. And I let go of that person, and I let go of the outcome. And I was like, all right. And there you have it, people. So that's how I forgave a cheater. I hope that gives you some power, some insight, something, right? And if it does, great. If it doesn't, great. But in the meantime, I wish you the very best of luck. Stay safe out there. And remember to like this video, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. And then more importantly, stay awesome. Take care. Bye.